Hey everyone, welcome to another video of mine, and in today's video I'm gonna launching a new series about the aviation films which I have named as What About Aviation Movies. In this series I'll randomly call up people and I'll ask them to collab with me. So the very first video of the series I have called up one of my peers or my college mate Aradho. So I have asked him to watch one of the latest aviation movie 7500. So he just watched it and he'll be joining us in this video. So let's welcome him.
You guys seem to know each other.
Are you ready for boarding, guys?
We were born ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your captain. I'd like to wish you a nice day and thank you for your trust in us.
So, guys.
We have a 7500.
Open the door.
Several men attacked our cockpit. We stopped them for now. The captain is injured. Status of the crew, I don't know.
They have a hostage. They're going to kill him if I don't open the door.
We don't have knives! If you work together, you can beat them!
You're okay. You're gonna be alright.
Hey everyone, as I told you about Aradho, who will be accompanying me in this video about What About Aviation Movies. So let's hear from Aradho about him and let's take a quick introduction from his side.
Thank you, Shubharanjan. Thank you very much for having me in your channel, The Airbus Guy. And hi guys, I'm Adhita. I'm a great friend of Shubharanjan and currently we study electronics in the same institute. And here I am in this channel today as a movie geek and enthusiast in aviation content. So today we are going to talk about the movie 7500, which is a recent release in Amazon Prime. And I wanna ask Shubharanjan the first question, that why is this movie named as 7500?
So a great question is why it's 7500. So to get the practicality out of it, we need to learn something which is known as squawk code. Squawk code is a 4-digit code given by ATC, that is air traffic control, to an aircraft's pilot to transmit a certain or particular communication term while he is in the air. So there are several squawk codes which ranges from 0 to 7. So 7500, the squawk code is for hijacking, or is the squawk code which is used in the hijack situation. So there are other squawk codes too, like 7700 for general emergency, 7600 for radio failure. But as this film is related to hijack situation of an aircraft, so the movie is named as 7500.
Thank you, Shubharanjan. Thank you very much. My second question is, what do you think about how accurately the cockpit in the movie is represented in compared to the actual life?
Okay, the cockpit shown in this particular movie, that is 7500, is an Airbus A320. Okay, not the Neo model, it's Airbus A320, and it's practically shooted on a full flight simulator. Simulator is something which will be coming up in the screen right here or here, कोई भी साइड आएगा तो आपको दिख जाएगा कि सिमुलेटर का काम क्या है. मतलब वो सिमुलेटर आपको ट्रेनिंग पर्पस के ज़रिए यूज़ होता है. So simulator is something which is used for professional pilot training, and the instruments and the gauges or the knobs shown here in this particular movie, that is 7500, are quite practical and quite decent in terms of practicality, and they're almost as same or as real as the cockpit of Airbus A320.
Thank you, Shubharanjan. Thank you very much for enlightening us. My third question is, in the movie you can see that the terrorists were hammering the door of the cockpit quite hard, but in spite of such hard blows, it didn't give away, it didn't break. So what is the materials used in the cockpit and how is it made so tough?
Okay, good question. That was something I was expecting from you. Okay. After the 9/11 hijackings, the cockpit doors were designed to be tough and so that they can be providing the pilots a quiet office environment. Okay, the new doors can withstand bullets and small explosives. I won't say that it can withstand the missiles, but it can obviously withstand small explosives. And in this case, in this particular movie, that is in 7500, the hijackers were using food racks. Okay, so now you can understand, if the door can withstand bullet or any sort of small explosive, it can easily withstand the food racks. So it's really practical.
Thank you, Shubhandu, thank you. So it's quite curious to learn that in the movie we can see that the terrorists were using glass pieces, which are very primitive weapons. They weren't using any guns or any knives. So why is that? Why is they are using such weapons?
Actually, see, if they carried or if they used any sort of gun or knives, they have to pack those and carry those, and also they had to breach the airport security while carrying them. But they were quite clever. They used glass instead of that. Now from where did they bought those wine bottles? Actually, in the airport or in the terminal of the airport precisely, there are several duty-free shops, be it any airport of the world. Most probably each and every airport of the world have wine shops, duty-free. There are a few exceptions in Saudi Arabia, but they bought from the airport wine shops and they made weapons out of it. Most probably they have made the weapons in the toilets so that no one can see.
Thank you, Shubhandu. Thank you very much. I want to know that, is it really possible to maneuver the plane by one pilot when another pilot is down? As in the movie, you can see the other pilot is dead. So is it possible?
Okay, to understand this, you need to understand two aviation terms, or just listen. So there are two aviation terms which are as follows: pilot flying, or PF, or pilot monitoring, or PM. Okay, so pilot flying is the one who flies the plane for taking off and landing procedures, and the pilot monitoring is the one who monitors the landing and takeoff procedures. Okay, there are several things to be monitored, like thrust, or like airspeed, or pressure, cabin pressure precisely, etc. There are loads and loads of things, so someone needs to monitor it. Now if you ask me about flying, just for flying in layman terms, yeah, only one pilot can fly at a time, not two pilots can fly together in terms of flying, not in terms of monitoring. So yeah, if something like that situation arises, a single pilot precisely can fly a plane, but the thing or the challenge he will face is that the other pilot who monitors the gauges or the knobs will be missed by that pilot, and someone needs to take his or her place. So yeah, it's quite practical to for a pilot to fly single-handedly a big plane like Airbus A320, but at the same time no company in this world allows a single pilot to fly an Airbus A320 or any sort of turbofan aircraft.
Thank you, Shubhu. Thank you very much. And last but not the least, I would like to ask from a real aviation guy that, what do you think about the movie? Is it really accurate to real life? And how accurately is the scenes portrayed in the movie compared to the real incident?
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to let you guys know about the flaws or some downfalls or some quite impractical things shown in this particular movie. At the very beginning, it's shown that the air hostess or the cabin crew is entering in the cockpit to have a conversation with the first officer to buy supplies. Okay, so in order to enter a cockpit, when someone is there in the cockpit, or wait, someone is not there in the cockpit too, the cabin crews or any other person of this world need the permission from either the first officer or captain, most probably captain. Okay, in absence of captain, he or she will be entering the cockpit, will need to take permission from first officer. Okay, so we didn't see any sort of permission taking scenes from in this movie. Secondly, one of the hijackers, when he was flying the aircraft, didn't switch off the autopilot mode. So if you notice the side stick, which will be coming right here in the screen, there is a red button. Okay, the red button is used to disconnect the autopilot in order to hand fly the aircraft. So it's another flaw that's present in this particular movie. But if you ask me about the overall practicality or the overall decency of the movie, it's quite practical and also a very good movie with a bit of or a touch of emotions with it throughout. Okay, I will not say the very end. There is a touch of emotion throughout if you watch the movie.
Thank you very much, Shubharanjan. So this was a discussion regarding 7500, and this movie is quite an epitome that how a pilot keeps up his emotional stability in the time of crisis, and he always remembers that at the back end of the plane there is many lives, around 100 to 150 or 500 passengers' lives are at stake of the pilot, and it's a very responsible task to do. So thank you, Shubharanjan, thank you very much, and thank you for all of you guys for having me in this channel. Hope you enjoyed the content. See you later.
Yes, again thanks from my side to each and every one of you watching this video, and do let me know in the comment section right there how you felt watching this video, and thank you for watching. You also do hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to both of our channels. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys, not I, this time we will see you guys in another episode of What About Aviation Movies. That's Shubharanjan signing off. Have a great day ahead.